Hi guys, it's the Bushcraft family here.
Hello.
It's now 2017 and this is our Families into Bushcraft series. Hi guys, so this is the first in our Families into Bushcraft series videos, and we all have to start from the beginning, don't we? And that's what we're going to do today. We're actually going to look at what you need to look out for when you come into a woodland. Yeah? Just some very basic tips. Nothing in depth really, because we want you to learn through all the other videos as well. But it'll be the basics. Yeah, of course it'll be interesting.
And it'll just give you some idea of things to look out for and things to avoid.
Yeah, absolutely. So shall we get into it? Let's do it.
We're out in the woods today and we found this little spot, and it's ideal really for what we want to do today. First things we do when we come into the wood is look for a widowmaker. Now you're probably wondering what a widowmaker means. We look up in the canopy and just make sure that there's no deadfall or branches that have snapped off for any reason that could come down and land on you while you're actually working underneath it.
What we've got to do now is we need to find a spot where we're going to put... Whoa!
How do you know it's deadfall?
Exactly. It's not always up in the canopy where there may be a danger with the trees. We've got trees over here that have actually come down in the wind, or the roots have gone. So it could be anything. It could be rotten roots, rotten at the base of the tree. So just make sure you keep an eye out for what's around you. The best thing to do when you're looking at setting up a camp is look for a flat area. The last thing you want to be doing is sitting on a hill all day long. The next thing we're going to look at is the ground. Make sure it's not too boggy underfoot.
Right, one of the other things we need to look for is standing water. One of the worst things for me, particularly in the summer months when there's lots of midges about, they lay their eggs in that kind of water, stagnant, horrible water. So we make sure that we stay as far away from that kind of water as possible. Okay, another thing that we need to look out for, ants' nests. They are a nightmare. The amount of times that we've been bitten because we didn't look out for them. So keep away from ants' nests, and generally where there's one you're going to find several of them, and generally in our experience we found them more in air or woodland where there's lots of conifers, so all the needles are on the floor. They love using those as the den.
One of the things we insist when we're out with the kids is that they don't actually go off by themselves. They always go in pairs. If it's a private woodland, remember, always get permission to go in there.
Okay, so we've gone through some basic pointers, but do you want to know something? The main thing that you need to think about when you're going anywhere is always make sure that you know that, or make sure that you've told somebody where you're going, the time that you're leaving, and the approximate time that you're going to be coming back. Because the last thing you want to do is go out into a woodland, get disorientated, because it's quite easy to do that, and lose your way. So always make sure that people know exactly where you're going, to the point where you, if you can, leave them grid references or tell them the name of the wood. So very, very important. We've been telling you about the dangers, but one thing we need to let you know is it's not all about danger. You don't have to be worried about going out into the woods and never coming back again. It's fun, it's fantastic. Kids can climb trees, they can go walking in the river, beck wading. There's so many fun things to do while you're out in the woods, so don't let us be all, it's not all doom and gloom. Last but not least, always leave the woodland as you found it. We do not want people complaining about individuals or families or whoever going out into the woodlands and dropping litter, lighting fires and just leaving this horrible scorch mark. We're going to teach you how to do that. We're going to teach you how to leave things as you found it. It's so important. Protect our nature, that's the thing. The Bushcraft family, dead letter, dead letter, dead letter, dead letter, dead letter.